So guno omusango gukwata ku biliyoni esoba mu 2 ezagibwa mu ggwanika ly'eggwanga mu mwaka 2010 neziweebwa bank 4 okusazaamu amabanja ga Hassan Basajjabalaba ayali chairman wa NRM Entrepreneurs League mu biseera ebyo, ne company eyitibwa Harbour Group, ne company endala 4 ezali zenyigidde mu kugula obutale abattoir z'omu Kampala City ne Constitutional Square. Contract ezo ezasazibwamu government ne basaba okuyirirwa. Kale byonna ebikola twabye mu Gunya ne tulopa mu kooti mu 2012 omusango gwawulirwa ne gusobola mu 2019 nga bagamba nti Basajjabalaba akomyewo obuwumbi obwo mu ggwanika ne bakomaawo, naye twemulugunya ensala ya kooti ya Constitutional Court etaputa ssemateeka nga tugamba nti tegenze wala nnyo mu kwanja ensonga gye twali tuloopya, kubanga twali tuloopya abantu abasukka mu 6 Basajjabalaba ne kampani ze 5 twali tuloopya abantu 20, omwali banks 4, omwali baminisita 2, Kiddu Makubya ne ayali Attorney General ne Saida Bumba ayali Minister of Finance abamuyambako okufuna ssente ezo ne governor kennyini ng'omuntu omugenzi Tumusiime Mutebire. Twali tuloopye ne ba town councillor, town clerk babayitanga ennaku ezo 4, naye abo kooti yabasonyiwa. Twali tuloopye ne KCCA naye kooti yabasonyiwa ne tukkaanya nakyo. So twateekayo apiiro okwemulugunya nga tugamba nti kooti tetapuse bulungi ssemateeka era twagala ensala yaabo esazibwemu batuwe ensala empya. Kati amateeka gatukkiriza okulaga ensala gye twagala mu kooti ejulirwamu. So mu 2020 twateekamu okwemulugunya kwaffe empaaba yaffe. Naye kansooke banyonyole Basajjabalaba yakola apiiro. Kati bw'oteekayo apiiro naffe tukkirizibwa okwemulugunya ku kisazibu nga tusaba ensala empya. Twali tusaba ensala empya ng'egamba nti ssente tuzijje mu bank, situzijja mu Basajjabalaba. Kati ekyo kooti kyegenda okusalako kubanga Attorney Auditor General yakola okwemulugunya n'alaga nti Basajjabalaba kampani zonna naza bicupuli, so teziyinza kusasula biliyoni 2 y'empuza gye tugenda okuwa kooti. So nga tugamba banks zino mu butuufu ze zaafuna kye bayita bail out, ze zaafuna ssente z'omuwumki w'omusolo okusazaamu amabanja gaazo. So zituddize ssente zaffe ngaba ab'omusolo zibanje Basajjabalaba ne kampani ze kuba ebyabwe tebiki endagaano zaabwe tezitukwatako. So ye ensonga gye twemulugunyako n'endala nti baminisita ne governor abenyigira mu bulyake buno kankiyita ekyo kooti yabaleka bagende yabajeerera. So tukiwakanya ze ensonga ezituleese bono, naye omusango guluddewo okuwulibwa. So mu kiseera ekyo twatunuulira empaaba yaffe ne tusalawo tugigonjoole, tugiimproving, tukyuseemu mu mpaaba yaffe, tulagire ddala ennyingo ezamenyebwa eza ssemateeka, tulagire ddala bye tusaba kooti ejulirwamu byalina okusalawo naddala ku buli kinoomu ayenyigira mu bulyake buno. Mu musango mulimu abantu 15 nga lumu Attorney General. Attorney General nga bwe mulabye azeemu okwekubana ne basajja balaba ng'agamba nti akkiriza mu mpoza ye ate nga yakkiriza omusango gwaffe. So empoza yaffe twateekamu empoza ennambulukufu. So tusaba kkooti egende n'empoza yaffe empya twataddeyo mu mwaka guno kubanga esanja bulungi ensonga. So batusabye tukomewo wiiki ejja bajja kuba n'ensala tunaagendera ku mpaabaki gye twateekayo mu 2020 oba gye twataddeyo mu mwaka guno omwezi ogwokubiri.
That's why I was glad to hear this. You were saying you knew what is it? What were the rules? On that
you don't need to leave about you have because okay. So please we would
at the hearing of an no party shall, without the leave of the court, argue that the decision of the Court of Appeal should be reversed or varied, except on a ground specified in the Memorandum of Appeal or in a Notice of Appeal, or support the decision of the Court of Appeal on any ground not relied on by that court, or specified in the notice given under Rule 88 which rules. Now, reading Rule 98 together with Rule 87.
I just have a question before I can answer that. Simply, we are talking about abandoning for leave, but where you have put in written submissions, you have the right of order. Because you are assuming those are oral submissions, but you have already shown the others, they are on the court record. When you abandon.
My short answer to that, my lord, is that whereas those documents say before the court, we have never stood up to speak to them before the court.
you speak to me.
Again, my submission.
Now he wants to abandon the solution.
we're going to pronounce ourselves on the submission.
On the submission that we have solely made here
At what stage?
at here.
Yes, okay.
And our submission that the matter has the main appeal has never reached here to stage.
That's what I'm asking you. Let's see your question. Is there any rule in the rules of this court, or is there any law which states that you have no power to abandon except to leave the court? You read 98, and that's nothing to do with what it is.
It's not there.
From what way?
The 98 but I want to supplement it, my lord, with rule come from the questions of this court.
Abandoning a ground.
Yes, I think this court has been very clear that the statements we make at the bar regarding constitutional matters don't bind it. So there is, I think I was actually asking at the bar, as a Attorney General, the judge in the marriage justice to that amount.
Of course, they do not bind. They are meant to persuade.
The other one is Foundation for Human Rights Initiative versus Attorney General. Again, it's in this court. I think it was cited by my justice in the main judgment that our understanding of what is crucial for the court to determine doesn't bind the court. The other case I would cite is Ojede. the decision of my Lord Justice Chivita. Again, that it's the duty of the court to scrutinize the petition afresh and see what are the issues. So now, ground one, when you look at it, we are saying that the lower court had committed a very elemental error. It had left 16 allegations of the 16 allegations of constitutional violation. It had disregarded them. Complete silence. That is elemental error. And that's why we thought that it would be abandoned and added in breadth.
That's why you abandoned.
My point is that the second source of authority for us, my lord, is the judgment of this court called Laws Brothers versus Asia, Supreme Court Civil Appeal number 26 of 2010, and the Roper versus Smith, 1884, volume 26, Chancery Division 700. They address this issue. Let me start with Roper, where my Lord Justice Boyd stated that I now need to establish principle. The object of the court is to decide the rights of the parties and not to punish them for mistakes they may make in the conduct of their cases by deciding otherwise than in accordance with their rights. Speaking for myself and in conformity with what I have heard laid down as a member of it, I know of no kind of error or mistake which, if not fraudulent or intended overreach, the court ought not to correct if it can be done without injustice to the other party. Courts do not exist for the sake of history, but for the sake of deciding matters in controversy. They don't regard such amendment as a matter of favor or of grace. At page 711 adds that all such amendments shall be made as may be necessary for the purpose of determining the real question of controversy between the parties. It seems to me that as soon as it appears that the way in which a party has framed this case will not lead to a decision of the real matter in controversy, it is as much a matter of right each part to have it corrected if it can be done without injustice as anything in the case is a matter of right. And they speak to what they call injustice, that there is no injustice. My Lord have raised, which cannot be viewed in costs. They have not raised that we deprive them of the defense, like limitation of time, or jurisdiction. No. They are simply seeking to prevent 16 allegations of constitutional violation that the lower court disregarded. The lower court picked out only 2 constitutional allegations of violation.
No, we are not from that. Listen. You started well, you cited that authority, which was on errors made. And I've been listening to you. Again, my brothers and sisters have been listening to you guys. Now, this case of abandonment, which you're not referring to, we will just talk about general principle. It's an error made, and this is saying we erroneously abandoned, then you have to persuade us that it was an error. That here is you burning the midnight oil, you start by saying we abandoned ground one of the appeal. It's coming from you. It was not a plaque in your law firm. You say, oh, this was an error. Coming from you. So, and then here you are bringing back, according to Council Allah, what you've abandoned, you are bringing by the window, by the back door. You're not saying, look, we had abandoned this, it was an error we made, we did not intend to abandon this, or what we had intended to abandon was the error. I think a distinction needs to be made between what is an error and what is willful and properly considered, and then willfully say, this is our position. Because an appeal is yours. The grounds are set by you. And then you drag in the other side. If they are not cross-appealing, if they are not raising other grounds, you determine the ambit of the appeal. Yes. So if you say, we are not concerned about this anymore, I think you need to come to court differently to persuade court. I think that's the point. I agree, and that's why we... Not on the principle, general principle of the court bending backwards, say, okay, this was inadvertent, this was erroneous, this was a misunderstanding of the law, and so on and so forth.
That's why we are before the court formally to seek this leave. Because of that issue, we are before the court to seek leave formally so that the court can permit us to provide that ground one because it was inadvertently abandoned due to reasons that are explained in the affidavit.
No, we've understood. We've understood.
Yes. The other authority manual is in Rosa, which encourages the Supreme Court to focus on the questions of the jobs.
You still wanted to speak.
Yes, my lord.
What do you want to say?
One, it was alleged that the application is related and our submission is that Rule 98 is permissive. It says at any time before the hearing, we can give notice to our colleagues of what we did argue at the hearing so that they don't separate. So there's no time really, there's no time bar in seeking amendments to clarify issues. As you want Rule 98.1, then Mr. Wamara seemed confused and also proceeding under Rule 87 with the memorandum of the procedure under Rule 82, and I think so did Maryland calling from the Attorney General. The procedure under Rule 82 is different, and the procedure under Rule 87 is also different from this. Because this is
This council, this is decision of the court on the matter. The court will retire to consider the arguments in the application, make a ruling, after which we decide what's the matter to see, whether it is a legal position or if what is the allowed application amended. We hope we'll be able to have this application ready and have the ruling next week. Then thereafter proceed with the appeal.
much better. I would like to provide some authority that I mentioned.
Authority or not?
It's one of the cases you mentioned.
The one you recited, look at this, so we will enrich our library. I don't know how useful they are.
Tonight, Wednesday, Honorable Mr. Justice Mike Sibita, Honorable Mr. Justice Christopher Madrama, Honorable Lady Justice Catherine Rongemereire, Honorable Justice Monica Mugeni, who just the Supreme Court.
Mutebiri twamulopanga governor ayakwata mu ggwanika n'agaba ebirabo n'agaba ssente z'omusolo ng'ebirabo eri banks ze yalonda. Ekyo kituwola ssemateeka kubanga teyalinda biragiro okuva mu bantu 6. President w'eggwanga, Parliament, Auditor General, Minister of Finance, Secretary to the Treasury, ne body ye ya Central Bank yatulanga bank ekimenya ssemateeka. So n'olwensonga eyo tugamba nti ssemateeka waliwo akawayiro bakayita 164 akagamba nti omuntu akoze ekiragiro ekibuzaawo ssente z'omu musolo alina okusasulwa nga ye akawaayiro ketwagala kooti etapute etubuulire oba gavana bw'akola ensobi ng'eno naye kennyini talina kusasula ssente ng'omuntu so naye yafa so twawoza naye okumala ebbanga lya myaka egisukka mu 10 naye naafa last year so twataddeko tusabye kooti tutekeko estate ye nti ebiragiro bya kooti ebibaayo egyewoze kubanga mu mateeka omuntu ne bw'oba ofudde mu mateeka wali wakusikira so omusango tegufa n'olwensonga era etteeka muliwulidde rule 93 naye badde bagezaako okwebuzaabuza nti bw'aba yafa n'omusango gwe naye kooti egenda kusalawo ku nsonga eyo oba omusango gwafa oba gukyeyongerayo. So this is a case to recover more than 200 billion plus interest that was siphoned out of the National Treasury back in 2010 and lavished on 4 banks which had given loans to Haji Basajjabalaba and 5 of his companies. The Constitutional Court in 2019 ordered that Basajjabalaba and his 5 companies should be the ones to refund this money. We were dissatisfied with that decision for a number of reasons on which we seek to address the appellate court. And our argument is that it is the bankers which actually received the bailout to clear their loans, and they are the ones which should return our money, the taxpayers' money, and they should then use their own private means to get their money from the Sajabalaba companies. So that's why they were sued in the appeal. The Constitutional Court also had not expressed itself in terms of the liability of the public officials who facilitated this fraud on the taxpayer. And we brought a cross appeal against Mr. Basajjabalaba's appeal because he also didn't like the judgment from the Constitutional Court. So our cross appeal of 2020 was improved this year to clarify exactly the complaint of the organization we represent, Legal Brains Trust, and the liability of each of the individuals and companies that we have sued. There are 15 in total. So today we are seeking leave of the court to allow us to replace the original cross appeal with the amended cross appeal before moving forward. The new notice of cross appeal makes a number of changes, one of which is to replace the deceased Professor Mtebile with his administrators, with the administrators of his estate, and to replace a bank which changed the name, Orient Bank, which now became I&M Bank, but also to permit us to present a cross appeal that speaks for itself, so that the work of the court and us during arguing the appeal is lessened. So the court has given us a week to make a ruling on that issue, and that's when we shall return to receive guidance on how to move forward with the rest of the appeal, because we could not argue the appeal before we've been heard on our request to improve our complaint. Any other questions? No? Was I clear?
Yes. So when are you coming back?
The court has informed us that it will give notice, hopefully next week.